limiting your results with the where keyword. So, in an earlier lesson, we learnt how to display the data. We do this by selecting the columns or writing select star. This will give us all the rows in the table. This could be 1 row, 10 rows, 500, or even 1,000,000 rows, depending on the data that you have in your tables. What if we don't want to see all the rows? We can limit the rows that are displayed in SQL. So let's learn how to do this. The where keyword allows us to limit the records that are shown in our results. It will only show us the records that we want to see. The where keyword starts with the word where, and then your criteria. The criteria will specify how you want to restrict your data. Here is an example of the make table. We have 10 records here. We have a make ID, a make name, and a country column. Using our select query, we have learnt how to specify what columns we want to see, but not specify what rows we want to see. Using the where keyword, we can only get the records that we want. For example, only show the make with a make name of Honda, as you can see in the table on the left here. Or we can show only the records where the country is Italy, which you can see on the table on the right here. There are 2 records where the country is Italy. There's a lot we can do, but let's start with the basics. We have a select query here. This query will show us the make ID, the make name, and the country from the make table. So let's run this query and see what we get. We can see there are 11 rows here. If you can't see all of the rows at once, you can make this section of the screen bigger. You just hover your mouse over the border here that's above these words here but below the scroll bar until you get this icon. Click your mouse and then drag it up a little bit until you can see all of the rows. So let's go back to our query. Now, at the end of the query, after we have from make, we add in the where keyword. We press space, then type the word where. The order of these keywords is important, and that's why I've put it at the end of the query here. Now we need to specify our criteria. This is what we want to use to limit our results. Let's say we only want to see records where the make name is Honda, as we saw in the example earlier. We type the word where, then we type the column name make name. This make name here is the same as the column name in our select part here, as well as in the table below, because that's what the column is called. Then we type equals. Then we type in our value. In this case, it's Honda. Now when we want to type in a value that we want to check against, we need to use the single quote character. Then we type in the word that we want to check, and then end with a single quote. This is because it's a value we're looking up inside the table, and not part of the SQL language. So now our statement looks like this. Select our columns from make, where make name equals Honda. Let's run this statement. You can see that it only shows the one record. It shows everything where the value in the make name column is Honda. And there's only one record in this table. The other records are not shown. Let's try another example. Let's see all the makes where the country is Italy. Our query will be pretty similar. We just need to delete what's in the where clause here. So where we have make name equals Honda, we can delete that. We just type in the where keyword, then we type in the column name, which is country. Then equals, then we type the word Italy. It needs to go in single quotes again. You can tell you've done it correctly when it comes up in a different color inside MySQL Workbench. It's colored green here if it's inside quotes. Now we can run the query. You can see the results down the bottom here show 2 records this time. This is because there are 2 records that have a country value that are equal to Italy. All of the other records are not shown because they don't meet the criteria that says where country equals Italy. As you can see here, the where clause doesn't always reduce it to 1 record. It just reduces the results to what you specify, which could be 1 record, 10 records, or thousands. So to recap, the where keyword is used to write the where clause. This then allows us to reduce the number of rows that are displayed to only the rows that we want to see. We then add in our criteria, which includes a column name, an equal sign, and a value.